Hey, welcome to a special edition of Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar. It's been a while since we've been up in the kitchen, and the weather's starting to chill down. There's just a little taste of autumn in the air. So I'm up here in the kitchen. I'm gonna make a little cocktail, then I'm gonna make dinner, and this is a special Wiener Wednesday episode of Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar. The cocktail, we are sticking with our cocktails of the devil today. This is a stiff one, I have to tell you. Probably for Wiener Wednesday, it might be a little too stiff, if you know what I mean. This is the Little Devil. This is the Little Devil number 2, which has a little bit of extra evil with a little hint of sweetness. Heavy on the booze, heavy on the booze. I think we're gonna be able to. Then I'm gonna make dinner. I'll get into that. I'm gonna make this cocktail first. So here we go. The Little Devil. Once I start going, you're going to know what I'm talking about. We have 4 ounces of gin. We're using the big gin here this evening, just because that's what I grabbed off of the shelf. There's our 4 ounces of gin. Then we're going to go, let's use this one. 3 ounces of our plantation, just our basic light rum here. 2 ounces of our orange liqueur. I just pulled out the Harlequin. I kind of thought that was, Harley Quinn. Holy moly. Hope I'm not going to regret this. Okay. 1.5 ounces of lemon juice. And 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. Whew. Get a little bit of ice up in here. Yes, welcome to Wiener Wednesday here at Happy Hour at the Wicker Bar. We're up in the kitchen today, making a little cocktail. Make a little dinner. Mostly it's basic. These are vegan or vegetarian dishes, whatever you. And then the couscous, vegetarian, vegan. Got some chicken. I don't know. No, don't. Oh, yes. Let me get a little bit more ice here. I already feel the pain of this one. All right, Riel. You care to die with me over here? Are you prepared to meet the devil after this one? Oh. Yep, that's a hair curler. All right, I'm gonna get everything ready for the dinner, and I'm just gonna kind of walk you through this really simple kind of vegetarian meal here. All right, so just hang tight. All right, here we go. Roasted. Sometimes I do this I start it in a pan on top of the stove and stick it in the oven. Tonight I'm just gonna do it in the oven. And there is another way that I do this where I cut them into much smaller pieces. I'm going to do that later on. But we have some carrots. We have a parsnip, a daikon radish, leek, some regular old radishes, butternut squash, and some nice cloves of garlic there. I'm just cutting these up in kind of chunky pieces. That's what I'm going to do. Hopefully, this parsnip, sometimes they get a little woody there at the end. Let's see. these cut up. Toss them with a little olive oil, some salt and pepper. Then I will toss them on my sheet pan. If you don't want to do the leeks actually turn out really, really good. They have a nice caramely sweetness to them. Radishes, I'm just going to cut these in half. I'm going to do the butternut squash a little. Well, here, I'll throw in our cloves of garlic there. Do the butternut squash a little bit bigger because that's the one that seems to cook the quickest. Gosh, it always makes more than I think it's going to. A little olive oil there. Heavy amount of salt. Nice pepper. Boom. Okay, so there's this one. Now just hang tight. All right, I'm going to get this going in the oven, and I'm going to get up on that cauliflower. All right, we've got the cauliflower. That was a big old head of cauliflower. I have the other vegetables in. They're going to take a little bit longer. And I'm just going to kind of break these down to the little teeny floret size. Let's see, there we go. That's good. And just as with the other ones, I'm just going to throw a little olive oil, some salt and pepper on these, and I'm going to get these in the oven. I'm figuring both of these, they're gonna take between 20 and 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna obviously I'm gonna have to go turn on that grill and head on outside for that chicken. All right, so there's that. And I guess while we're just waiting, I want to keep this. We'll get our sauce for the cauliflower when it gets done. So I've got the two kinds of harissa. This is just kind of like the old standard run-of-the-mill everyday stuff. This stuff is a little fancier, a little bit spicier. Oh, and it's freaking totally moldy. Oh my God. I already had to throw away a jar of hearts of palm and the baby corn. Ah, terrible. All right, we're gonna go for three teaspoons of our harissa or harissa. That's kind of a bummer. Okay, that was about a half. I need to get some more of this. Boom. 4 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm using this extra virgin because I'm out of regular olive oil. And then we've got 2 tablespoons of our red wine vinegar. All right, well, there you have it for now. I'm going to get this cleaned up. We're going to let everything cook, and we will be back in just a little bit to give you a little update. But yeah, so just while we're waiting for the vegetables to cook, I'm doing a little teeny salad. Just got a little bit of green leaf lettuce here. Some of these little marinated artichoke hearts. These little guys right here. and some sliced Kalamata olives. And we have a little tomato as well. And then we're going to throw a little bit of this feta cheese on there, just kind of stick with our pseudo theme. We had, fortunately, this isn't one of our tomatoes that we grew in our garden this year. We actually did have, remarkably, one of the best outputs that we've had in many, many years. But it was starting to get, we pulled up the last of our lettuce last week, but it was just a little too bitter. A little too bitter for our liking. All right. So this is it, just a little teeny green salad. And these are all gone. I think I might just dress it with a little bit of this when we're done, or a little rice wine vinegar. We'll get to that when we get to it. Oh, nice to have a little salad and nothing to it. There you go, look at that. Kalamata olives in there. There's those guys. Boom, look at that. That is a fancy green salad, and that's it. I'm gonna wait for these vegetables. They still got a little bit of time to cook. Oh, okay, so I didn't use the whole can of the chickpeas in here. This is about a half a can of chickpeas. And here is our dressing with the 3 teaspoons of harissa, the 4 tablespoons of olive oil, and 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar. I poured some of that already on the chickpeas. The cauliflower is about ready, I think. There we go. That is the cauliflower. Come on now. There we go. Let me get a little bit more of the sauce on there. Let's put it all on. That's all right. All right. Don't touch the pan, Blaine. There we go. I'm gonna put this back in. You want to check out the other veggies as well while we're at it? All right. Look at that wonderful, colorful palette of deliciousness. And I'm not sure if I mentioned, but the artwork, we were doing the Little Devil #2 out of Cocktails and Mixed Drinks from the Wicker Bar. We were doing a Little Devil #2. I don't know if you know this guy right here. His name was Sid Vicious. He died a long time ago. He was he played bass in a band, not very well. This art was done by Regan Hagar, very local, well-known, rock and roll kind of guy around town. If you know who you're talking about, what I'm talking about. Anyway, okay, we're gonna be back. Couscous. What could be easier? There it is right there. It's kind of, I guess it's like a pasta, really, really small, like bigger than a grain of sand. Anyway, it's equal parts of couscous to water. You actually, if you want to make this, you don't even need to use hot water. You can actually just put the couscous in water, and eventually it will turn into its thing. Anyway, a cup of water, a little bit of salt, some olive oil here in our pan. 1 cup of water, 1 cup of couscous. Simple as that. It's going to get it up to a boil. I'm going to give it a stir. I'm going to cover it. And then we're done. I'm going to be back. All right, boom, there we go. Cauliflower with the chickpeas, harissa, red wine vinegar, and a little extra virgin olive oil up in there. And here's our, butternut squash, daikon, turnip, leek, radish, carrot, and garlic. And there we go. I'm gonna make this happen. I did the couscous. It is done. I have the chicken, which you don't have to have. Boom. There's 1 piece of chicken, 2. They're both done a little bit differently. We have the salad right there. And should I just go ahead and make this happen, Rayo? I don't know. I'm not really hungry. We've been snacking. We've been watching TV. We did a couple of bags of that popcorn that you cook in the microwave. Have you ever seen that? God, it's crazy. This one I just did with the za'atar. This one I did with a little smoked paprika, garlic powder, and sumac actually is what I did on that one. So I'm just gonna whip up one little plate for my lovely wife here, because boom, there we go. Is our couscous. Look at that. Look at those carrots. I mean, this is really a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful melange of delicious veggies. As is this one. I mean, really, you don't even need the chicken. And this is totally, well, we got a little bit of feta cheese there, but yeah. I'm going to give Rael a little bit of each chicken there. Massive. You want more? Oh, it looks massive. It does, doesn't it? It's those vegetables. Anyway, thank you for visiting me. I'm Blaine. There's my wife, Rael. She's on the camera there. This is Happy Hour with Wiggle Bar. We are cooking dinner tonight. It's been a vegetarian feast, with the exception of the chicken there. Everything else was vegetarian. We just threw that on there. A little extra protein. Peace out. Let's drink for peace. Please. Let's eat for peace. Peace, peace, peace. I can't believe where we are right now. It is insane. All right, Rael.